Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Uppy and I'm a photographer and videographer based in beautiful Kyoto, Japan. And on this channel, I create videos where I share my experiences and insights from my journey, and hopefully it helps you guys out as well. So if that sounds interesting, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say that I'm a huge believer in working with what you have, and I believe that you should never let the lack of gear stop you from taking action and pursuing your goals. But if you're someone who has done video for a few years or is seriously interested in getting into it, and if you came to me and asked, what do I think is the best all-around camera that delivers a ton of value for a reasonable price? Well, I would have to go with the legendary Lumix GH5. In all honesty, I was a bit late to the GH5 because when it first came out, it got such a bad rap for having terrible autofocus and being bad in low light situations. But since then, Lumix has released an update that has enormously improved the autofocus. And although it's not as good as Sony's A7 line or Canon's dual pixel autofocus, I believe for most things you'll be using autofocus for, like making YouTube videos and such, it is more than acceptable. Hopefully I'm in focus. Yeah? Cool. Now, the first reason why I would recommend the GH5 is for the price. You cannot find a camera with similar specs at a close price range. The GH5 can do 4K 60, 120 frames per second at 1080p, and also has some of the best in-body stabilization on the market. Now, I know that this sounds like rocket science if you don't understand nerdy camera talk. So to put it simply, it means that you can shoot super high quality video, has beautiful slow motion capabilities, and if you have shaky hands like me, well, it'll help you out as well. I think at this moment you can pick up the GH5 for around $1,400, and I know that sounds a little bit steep, but if you compare it to some of Sony or Canon's newer cameras that has similar features, you know, you're looking at upwards of $1,800 to over $2,000, and that is not including the lens. And because this is a mirrorless micro four thirds camera, it means that it is smaller and lighter than traditional DSLRs, which also means the lenses are smaller and cheaper too. A standard go-to lens for most photographers or videographers is a 24-70 2.8, and that can cost you up to $1,800 extra. The GH5 equivalent of that, which is a 12-35, is only half the price. Now, I've been super fortunate having some amazing experiences flying all around the world shooting videos for clients, and whatever I seem to throw at this guy, he always keeps up. From shooting documentaries in the hot Indonesian sun to capturing seaside weddings on the cliffs in Australia, this camera can do it all. Now, some may say that the low light performance is just terrible, but personally for me, I've never had a client complain about footage looking too grainy. In most cases, if you're conveying the story and capturing the emotion correctly, then it doesn't matter if the footage doesn't look super clean. Now, understanding how to use lighting will not only drastically improve your videos, but you'll be taken more seriously as well. Now, I'm not some expert who knows everything about lighting because I've only recently gotten into it and learning how to use lighting as well. So I'm not here to give you any professional advice. If you're seriously thinking about getting into this, don't let the low light performance of this camera turn you away from it. It will teach you more in the long run. And similar to the photo capabilities, most people wouldn't view this as a photo camera. Now, I don't use this a whole lot when I'm on professional shoots, but on the weekends or when I'm hanging out with friends and family, the 20.3 megapixel sensor is more than enough to keep your Instagram on point. So just to recap, this camera delivers so much value and offers so much where if you were to properly break it down, it's kind of almost unfair. If you're new to video or you're seriously thinking about getting into it, my opinion, don't overlook the GH5. If you want to know how I first got clients when I was starting out, you can click this video in the corner and it'll take you straight there. And if you found this video helpful at all, please subscribe and drop a like and comment down below if you have any questions at all, or hit me up on my Instagram and I'm more than happy to go through any questions you guys might have. That is enough from me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.